You're watching Caribbean Vibrations, and we are here in Harlem, New York at Solomon and Kuff with the proprietor and owner, Mr. Karl Franz Williams. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Like I said, I came here a couple nights ago.
Okay.
Brought my friend Raymond, had a great time. Now, when I walked by, I noticed on the outside it said Solomon Kuff Rum Hall.
Yep.
But you guys have been described as a Caribbean-inspired Gastro club.
Yep.
What does that mean?
My family's from St. Vincent in the Caribbean. I've always wanted to do a Caribbean-inspired place. Just looking for the right opportunity. So when I met my partner here, Julie, and she had a lease on this space, I walked in and was just blown away by all the openness. You know, the fact that it was just open right off the Hudson River. So it reminded me of being in the Caribbean. And so marrying what I knew and of being this sort of worldly Caribbean person, looking at what's happening in London and the whole gastropub thing there, rum halls, both in London and in the Caribbean, and in my Caribbean experience, and sort of making a pan-Caribbean mashup of that. That's how it came about.
I like that, a pan-Caribbean mashup. Now, we're going to talk to Chef about some of the dishes, but I want you to tell me about the bar menu. We had this amazing Ventures Punch, right. And you're the guy, you're the brains behind some of these drinks, so tell me where you got that inspiration.
The inspiration for the Ventures Punch, I wanted to do a classic rum punch. So if you think classic rum punch, 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong, 4 of weak, that basic idea. And so taking that idea and then tying it closely to what we're doing. So Venture Smith is the sort of the protagonist behind the name Solomon and Kuff. Venture Smith was an African who was purchased for rum. Rum was so valuable back in the 1800s that you could use it as currency. So he was purchased for 4 gallons of rum, sold into slavery, but was determined to never let that be his lot in life. So ultimately, he was able to buy his own freedom through sheer just will and drive, creativity, hustle, figure out how to buy his freedom, bought his family's freedom, and then he bought a small plot of land. By the time he died, he was a wealthy man, and so he had 2 sons, and their names were Solomon and Kuff. So it's the continuing of the legacy. And how cool would it be if, like, if you owned a rum hall in those days, it'd be like you own the U.S. Mint, you're printing currency. So I thought that was really cool. So the cocktail is the name, that's what we call it, the Ventures Punch. So it's a rum punch inspired by Venture Smith.
Well, I really want to thank you for your time and showing us such a great time while we're here in Harlem.
Yeah, and then, thank you for coming in. And Solomon and Kuff's Rum Hall, 67 Orange Street, The Anchor. Definitely check it out.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV.